I managed to pull off the very difficult task of having a former Jehovah's Witness speak. I mean, I tried to have him get other witnesses who had left, other ex-witnesses, and no, they're not coming at all. They are not going to risk any further wrath of their brethren and their families. They know that now people don't talk to them, but they don't want the resentment and the bitterness piled on it. I have a number of friends in the Jehovah's Witnesses movement also. They are very angry with me.
I knew a brother that was disfellowship, and when meeting is over, that's Kinumali just leaves. I'm done by a mile amount.
You give up your overtime?
Yeah, man, I'm done by, I'm telling someone I want overtime. I'm done by a mile amount, working.
For Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, man, you're working for the only true God.
The only true God.
So you want to give him your best.
That's right. Mm-hmm. And then you became a ministerial servant.
Yeah, man, I became a ministerial servant.
Big thing among, in the organization, in Jehovah's theocratic organization.
Yes.
And you are doing well, but then you kind of buck your toe a little bit.
Yeah, man, I was placed on private reproof.
Private reproof.
Back in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
2011. Spent a few months on restrictions, like I couldn't comment at the meetings.
Yes.
I couldn't give the student talks at the academic school.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't lead up the group in service, but I could go field service.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't comment at the meetings, but I could still prepare, and I still didn't miss any meetings.
Yes.
You
still went.
Yeah, the reproof was something I accepted, and
yes,
it was a part of, they say, God, who he loves.
Disciplines.
Yeah, man.
Yes, so you accept it as your discipline.
I still went on and come to the meetings for...
Still zealous.
Yeah, man. So that didn't slow me down.
Didn't slow you down at all.
I was on fire that time, because I don't want to slow. I don't want to get cool.
That's right. You want to cool off. Yes. But during that time, you began to question some things. You began to check out some things.
Yes. During that time, 1 year, so there were a lot of differences in their interpretation of how long the reproof should be.
I see.
So that got me thinking. I was like, is it that my elders
are not following the rules?
Are not following, because I love to go by the rules.
By the rules,
yeah,
yes.
Man. Organized to do Jehovah's Will. I love to go by the rules. But nothing was in it about any duration of time. So I started to question the elders. And one circuit overseer told me about a specific form that had under 3 years on it. So I wanted to see the form for myself.
Okay.
And when that wasn't presented to me, I said, no, I'm going to go online, go search for it.
Internet. Yes.
So I went on the net. After several searches, I found the form, but in looking for the form, I stumbled upon some videos.
Hey.
Videos about like 5 things Jehovah's Witnesses don't want to know. Raymond Franz.
Raymond Franz,
yeah,
Crisis of Conscience.
Yes, some videos on YouTube.
Yes.
And I watched a few of them videos that...
You're not supposed to do as a Jehovah's Witness.
What?
That's another thing people need to know. As a Jehovah's Witness, you are not supposed to read apostate literature. You are warned. Once a person is writing against Jehovah's organization, you must not read the material.
True, that's a warning that we get very...
But you are curious.
Often. Curious and a bit confident that what I have right now, it is the truth.
Oh, okay.
So no...
They can't touch you, they can't move you.
No, man, nothing that is said
could ever move you.
In opposition to this.
I see.
Should be able to contest the truth.
I see, so you're confident.
The truth is the truth.
So you go and go watch the thing now.
I'll tell you, 2014, November, I was courting the sister, and she began speaking to me about some things that I had listened in some of the videos, and I saw in the videos that I came across about false prophecies, secret publications.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't get to mention this, sir, boy. Back in 2011, during the Judicial Committee meeting,
yes,
one of the elders, had a book, and then I saw it and asked him what type of book that was. You know what I'm saying to me? I'm saying too fast.
That was a book produced by the society, Watchtower Society.
But it was for only elders.
Only elders alone.
That elder made a mistake and let me see the book.
You see the book?
Yeah, man. And my curiosity was justified in the fact that Then I was serving as the...
Ministerial servant?
No, not... Yeah, yes, ministerial servant. I was a literature servant.
Okay.
So I ordered the publications for both congregations. So when I saw a book that looked unfamiliar to me, I was like, is this a book I need to order?
Was that the Shepherd in God's Flock?
Yeah, man, Shepherd the Flock of God's Book.
Yeah.
That Elder's Secret Manual.
Yes.
Saw it, remember the cover and everything, and I asked him whatever it was, and he said something too fast. And he quickly pushed it in his bag.
Only for elders.
Yeah, man, only for elders. 3 years after, I learned what that book was about, because I left it. I mean, in semi too fast, we were handling a very delicate matter at that point in time.
Yes.
So I didn't question it. It wasn't until 3 years after I saw that book online and found out what it really was. That it was a secret manual that the elders kept hidden from the sheep.
Why? Why would they do that?
Well, there's 2 passages in that book that I think the authorities would want to look at and try to question to see what the motives of the elders are, as it relates to child abuse. Not reporting it.
That's a major thing we have not mentioned. You've introduced it now. And many people might not know that there have been many cases of child abuse among Jehovah's Witnesses. Just recently, there was a major commission in Australia where some shocking revelations were made.
Very shocking.
About abuse of children by elders, knowledge by the elders of abuse in the congregations, nothing done. The authorities have not been called in. In the U.S., there's been a major scandal after scandal among the Jehovah's Witnesses. People only think about the
Catholics.
pedophilia crisis in the Roman Catholic Church, but it is also a major problem in the Jehovah's Witnesses, because the witnesses hold the view that you must protect the organization.
And you must not take it to brother to court.
You must not take it brother to court, yeah. So that's... So you were mentioning that. So you're the person you were dating.
Yes.
Began to mention these things to you. That
And little did she know that I had already been
exposed
to some of those stuff, but it didn't take any root. As I said, my deal at that point was to find that form and just get to see what it says.
Yes.
So years after, those things came back to me, and being the honest person that I am, I looked into it. Not to leave the organization, but to prove her and many others that the information that they have been seeing is fraudulent, fabricated. Persons just, they don't like God's people and just want to throw things at us and, you know, discredit everything they want to pick at us. They don't like God people. So I was determined to prove to them that,
wrong.
Man, these things are fabricated.
I see.
Cook them, cook it up. Yeah, man, cook them, cook it up.
So you went online, began to do your research.
Yes.
And realized that these things were indeed so?
To my
shock and
shock. I remember, Sir Bowen, when the first thing that came to me, as I said, when I saw about the Elders book, and I started to watch some clips about the child molestation, and I noticed that there were clips from CNN, BBC, ABC, NBC,
that were documenting the child abuse
MSN
crisis.
All these legitimate news stations,
organizations, precisely,
carrying these news stories. So
yes.
apostates fabricating news.
Yes.
So that was a cause for me to look at and say, these news clips are not fabricated. And if there were, the witnesses could sue these organizations.
Yes.
They could sue them.
These things were out in the public domain. Courtney Thomas will continue to talk to us about the child abuse, the sexual abuse scandal, crisis among Jehovah's Witnesses. In October, there was a big commission in Australia which unveiled some really shocking information. There have been other cases in North America.